Thank you for sharing your afternoon with us on Kababayan Today. Talk Tuesday, bukas ang aming mga linya ng telepono, and we've been answering Mia has been answering your questions about real estate and mortgage. Earlier, there was a question, a dad wanting to give to his son and to his daughter, so ililipat sa pangalan. And I asked you the question, will that be considered a gift to the son and daughter, and then will the son and daughter, now having received something like that, will they be taxed for it?
So sometimes when you gift title and it's a family member, there are some exclusions.
Okay.
However, it's not guaranteed that the tax might get reassessed.
Okay.
So it may be better to keep the dad on and add the children. But if that's not something you want to do and you really just want to give full rights and full ownership to the kids, then you would have to do a quick claim. Again, it's really easy to do a quick claim, but you just want to understand the possible tax.
Because your kids might be taxed for that.
Yeah, the tax might get reassessed, and if your current taxes are low and it gets reassessed for high, then your tax is going to increase. But at the flip side, if your current taxes are higher and then it's lower, then it might work out in your favor.
And we're just talking about the title. We're not talking about a mortgage. Say, for example, the dad's name is still on the mortgage. He will still be paying for that, whether it's paid or not. It will still reflect on his credit, record.
He is the
not the kids.
Yes, he's the one liable for that loan, because he's the one that applied, signed with the bank, that he's the one, it was his credit score and his financial documentation that got them approved for that loan to buy that house. So he's the one responsible. But
so many complications.
Yeah, so my recommendation for that, I always like to talk to the client and really see what their overall goal is, so we can structure it properly.
And we're going to be flashing Mia's number on the screen in just a few minutes. We're about to end the show. Eric, very quickly, go ahead with your question.
Hello, Mia.
Hi, Eric.
Go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
I just
great.
got a quick question.
Yes.
Anyway, if I'm thinking buying a real estate and I'm paying cash, what's the benefits of doing that?
Oh,
well,
good question. Paying with cash.
Yeah, we have a lot of clients that are now coming in with cash. Well, one, in a competitive market like today, that could give you an advantage, because you can, in the eyes of the seller, you can close escrow quickly. You don't have to deal with, financing. Financing is a totally different atmosphere. I mean, it has so many more guidelines, restrictions, and it takes so much time.
Does that work even if, like, let's say his offer is a little bit less than what the others are currently offering for the same property?
It depends on what the other terms of the offer is. So if you're telling them, I'm willing to put in a strong earnest money deposit, I'm willing to close in 14 days, I'm not going to have any inspections, we're not going to get an appraisal done. Even if your offer is slightly low, maybe for the seller on that property, they're
less hassle.
Less hassle, let's just go with it. So there's a lot of benefits with, going with cash, especially just the hassle of not dealing with a complicated escrow long term. And then if you have the ability, a lot of people don't even have the ability to go cash. So and then it depends also on what his goal is. Is he going to rent out that property so he'll be able to really cash flow quite quickly, or is he buying as a rehab, going to fix it up and then just resell and get all that money back and put into another property all cash? So it just depends on what his goals are. Yeah.
What I'm getting from this conversation is that there's so many ins and outs, there's so many loopholes, there's so many complications, and there are other avenues and relief as well available to people.
Absolutely.
Depending on your need and depending on your situation. And as we've been saying earlier, that's the number of McLeod & Associates flashing on our screen. So call them if you want an in-depth consultation. You do give free consultation, right?
Free consultation, yes.
Right. So you sit down with them, you talk to them. I like the idea of talking to them, looking at their portfolio, and trying to give them advice as well on whether, is it time to buy a house? Or right?
Yes. What's their game plan? What's their objective? What's their goal long term? What's their time frame? So we look at all of that, and then we give them our 2 cents.
Right. For those of you who were calling and we couldn't get to your call today, I am so sorry, but that's the number of McLeod & Associates on the screen. It is Mia that you want to talk to anyway, so that's the number. Call her. Once again, Mia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Janelle.
And congratulations. 9 years of service to the community. Biggest lesson in the last 9 years?
Oh my gosh. Well, stay humble.
Right,
Yes.
right, yeah.
Be
Wonderful.
humble. Yes.
For all the blessings, be humble. That's the number to call on the screen. Mia McLeod, McLeod and Associates. They have agents, and this goes for people who want to sell and to buy as well.
Yes.
And
And mortgage loans as well.
And mortgage as
Yes,
well. So
yes.
that's what I was going to ask. So that's the number to call on the screen. Schedule your consultation. Free consultation.
Yes, free
Schedule your free
consultation.
consultation now. Thank you so much once again, and more power to
Thank
you.
you. That was
Marami
great.
pong salamat sa inyong panonood ng Kababayan Today. This has been Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles. I'll see you again tomorrow.